How often do you find yourself looking for validation from others? Do you frequently feel disappointed, frustrated, or sad because your boss, your colleagues, or significant other don't validate or compliment you as much as you'd like? Do you feel like you're constantly giving your all, yet you're not receiving anything in return? Do you find yourself trying to prove to others and yourself that what you do is valuable? When we seek external validation, we often find ourselves trapped in a cycle of emptiness and lack. And this cycle can lead to a persistent feeling of not being enough, regardless of how much external approval we receive. So in this video, I want to share with you 6 self-practices to stop seeking validation from others and build self-trust. These practices include mindset tools, questions for self-reflection, and an exercise to help you create a customized validation practice that you can use weekly. These tools and practices will help you become your own source of validation, so you no longer need to depend on others to fill your own cup. Hi, my name is Noemi and I help people create a life they fall in love with every day by tapping into their intuition, personal power, and higher self. If this is something that resonates with you, hit the subscribe button. So if you're looking to stop seeking outside validation, start by becoming aware of your own inner dialogue. Becoming aware of the story you tell yourself in situations that trigger your need for validation can help you change your inner dialogue and address the root cause. We often treat the symptoms of a situation, but until we address the root cause, understand why it exists, and make an internal shift, we remain stuck in the same pattern. Before building self-trust, I often looked for reassurance from the people around me. And I will cook for someone and I will ask, how is it? Do you like it? Are you sure? Is that good? In the same way, I will ask my boyfriend at that time, did you see what I did? Do you like it? How do you think I did? Was it good? And I will keep repeating these questions. And as I built self-trust, I became aware of this type of question. And I realized that this behavior was reminding me of this little girl seeking approval from her parents. Hey mom, did you see what I did today? Hey dad, I got an A at school. Did you see? Are you proud of me? Children often seek affirmation from their parents or caregivers, and when that need is unmet, it can carry over into adulthood. And my questions were coming from the same place as when I was a child. And by building self-trust, you start to recognize these patterns and become more aware of how they play out in your life. So to become self-aware of your own inner dialogue and change it, you can journal about the following 5 questions. Question 1. What specific situations trigger your need for validation? Maybe it is when you're making an important decision. Maybe it's in your relationship. Maybe it's when you post on social media. Or maybe it's when you introduce project to a large group of people. Question 2. What story do you tell yourself when you feel the need to seek validation? What meaning do you give to the situation? Maybe if others don't approve of your decisions, it means that you're not capable of making the right choices on your own. Or maybe if you don't get positive feedback, it means you failed or your efforts are not good enough. Question 3. Can you identify where this story might have originated? What past experiences or beliefs contribute to it? These questions help you understand the root cause and how past experiences shaped your current behaviors. And question 4, why is the story you tell yourself not true? Look for evidence that contradicts your belief. For example, if you believe you can't make good decisions without others' approval, find moments in your life where your decision led to successful outcomes without seeking validation. If you think that your partner is unhappy with you because he doesn't compliment or validate you, observe if he shows love and appreciation in other ways, such as act of service, quality time, or support you during difficult times. Question 5. What is 1 or 2 steps that you can take to start changing your inner dialogue and give yourself validation when facing these triggers? Remember that changing your inner dialogues affect how you feel, which in turn impacts how you act and the reality that you create. Practice number 2. Communicate and validate your inner child. The inner child is the part of you that carries your earliest memories, feelings, and unmet needs. It shapes how you respond as an adult, especially regarding your need for love and validation. And by recognizing and nurturing your inner child, you can heal past wounds and grow into a stronger, more confident adult. Think about how validation makes you feel when you validate someone or when someone validates you. They make you feel seen, heard, appreciated, and safe. When a friend feels down or your significant other has a bad day, you might say things like, "I understand you, that's okay," or "I believe in you, you can do this," or "I'm here for you, I won't let you go through this alone." Think about the words you share with the people you love when they tell you the way they feel. And maybe, I don't know, you'll give your friend a hug, right? To show them your appreciation and presence. Now, imagine doing the same for your inner child. When you acknowledge and validate your inner child's feeling, you create a nurturing space within yourself where your younger self feels heard and appreciated. For example, during difficult situation, you might say to your inner child, "I understand you. I understand why you feel scared." Or, "It's okay to feel this way. My feelings are valid." Or, "I did the best I could with the resources that I had back then." And then what you want to do is engaging in self-soothing behaviors like placing your hand on your heart while validating yourself, or hugging yourself, or sitting quietly in meditation to reinforce that you are worthy of love and care. And over time, consistently validating and nurturing your inner child will help you develop a stronger sense of self-worth and resilience. So if you're interested in deepening your inner child work, I recommend John Bradshaw Homecoming and Healing Your Inner Child by Robert Jackman. Number 3, implement self-validation evidence. What do you love and appreciate about yourself? What experiences are you grateful for? What are you proud of doing every day? We often overlook our efforts and progress until we make them tangible. Some people love writing, while others prefer visual reminders. For me, I take pictures of every small step I make each day in various areas of my life, and I categorize them accordingly. For example, if I go for a walk, I take a picture and I categorize it under mental and physical health. If I cook a nutritious meal, I take a picture of it and I write down like a self-validation note. So happy to take care of my health. If I read a few pages of a book, or if I have a meaningful conversation, I document those moments. And I use an app called Wind Journal to keep these pictures. But any journaling app with pictures, capabilities will work. And one great way to track your progress and raise your confidence is by looking back at, photos you've taken over the month. And for me, it's all about capturing those small wins and milestones. If taking picture isn't your thing, another effective method is to keep a journal. And every week, write down 2 or 3 validation statements. Describe the situation where you acknowledged and validated yourself. And this helps you gather what I call self-validation evidence. and it reinforces the habit of focusing on yourself. When you gather self-validation evidence and document it throughout the year, you become a witness to your own love and validation. You've made a commitment to yourself and you can see that you are honoring it. Here's the proof. Your actions align with your words. And this is how you build self-trust and stop seeking external validation, as you've been uploading, empowering, and celebrating yourself every step of the way. And this process leaves you with a deep sense of satisfaction and appreciation for yourself. Practice number 4, do things that feel true to who you are. What makes your soul come alive? What do you do for your own joy? Imagine you had a week entirely to yourself. No fears, no shame, no embarrassment. How would you spend that time? What activities will bring out the craziest and funniest part of yourself? When you engage in activity for your own joy, a deep sense of happiness comes up. And this can help you move closer to a sense of wholeness, as it allows your inner child to thrive. And when you do what you love, you enter in a state of flow and you feel less concerned with others' opinions. You focus on being your authentic self. Practice number 5. Let's customize your own self-validation practice. So this is an exercise I like to do with my clients, but you can also do it on your own just by following my guidance. Before starting, take a pen and a paper to write down your thoughts after the practice, or you can record your thoughts aloud. I like to use an app called Audio for that. Begin by sitting in meditation, closing your eyes, and take a deep breath in through your nose, and then slowly exhale through your mouth. Allow your body to relax with each breath, letting any tension melt away. Focus your attention on your breath. Feel the air entering and leaving your body, bringing you into the present moment. Imagine roots growing from the soles of your feet, grounding you to the earth and providing stability and support. Next, gently shift your focus to your heart area. Place one or both hands over your heart center, feeling the warmth and the gentle rise and fall of your chest as you breathe. Visualize a soft, warm light glowing within your heart, representing love, compassion, and peace. Stay connected to your heart and recall a time when you felt validated, appreciated, and loved. Remember where you were and the surroundings. See what you see, hear what you hear, and feel how you're feeling. Observe your body in that situation. How are you standing? How are your shoulders? Are your arms and legs moving or still? How is your face? Are you smiling? How is your breathing? Reproduce the same body expression as you're seeing in your vision. Now, answer the following questions aloud. What does feeling validated mean to you? How does it make you feel? When you feel validated, where do you feel it in your body? What do you believe in when you feel validated? What do you say to yourself when you are in that state? Now, take a deep breath in and out, and you can slowly open your eyes and write down your thoughts. The words that you told yourself are the ones that make you feel validated and that can be used whenever you need them. Your heart has guided you to those words, so those are the words that you want to hear. And you can always access this feeling of love and validation by recalling a time when you felt this way, experiencing it in your body and affirming it to yourself, either aloud or in your mind. And in the same way you build a muscle, you want to do this practice as often as you can so it becomes a second nature. Practice number 6, connect to a higher power. To finish, I want to leave you with these questions that personally helped me strengthen my connection to God and boost my confidence. So I invite you to journal about this question. How can you appreciate and admire the beauty that God created in you? Thank you so much for watching, and if this video was helpful for you, please like and subscribe.